Hello, and welcome to another video after a very long time. So I'm covering ACHILLOBATOR, which was in the works for a while, and I did it late. Yeah, almost a month late. Basically what happened was I didn't have a lot of, patience to go on. But without further ado, let's go on. There's what you'll learn. So here, how's to PvP? Sadly, this is interference. There are some interferers in this fight, but if you hate that type of stuff, then leave. I don't know what to tell you. But whatever. Here I'm fighting a little Rex that apparently doesn't realize that he can bite me from there. It was actually really foolish of me going after a PT Rex. And that's a tip. Do not go after a PT Rex or anything if you're using my strat, which is to pounce. Get a quick cruel swipe on, because that prevents you from doing damage. Do not fight PT Rexes, because they can chomp you off of every bite point. Luckily, I got him to his stamina low enough so that he can't really get me. So he's out of stamina now, I know that, so I can easily just bait out some attacks and go in. Now, I thought this was the same Karkar at the very beginning, but I'm seeing he's using his debuff call, which I'm 99% sure does not work on PT Rexes. And it wasn't, the cooldown wasn't over yet, so it's a different Karkar. This is a long fight, so you can skip it. Yeah. So, I'm chasing down the Karkar and the Rex. He's very low, but most of this fight was pretty much me. So, you know, some free food. But then the Karkar is seeming a bit weird, but I'm low HP. And then I see it, he does bite and go after me. So this is when the real fight gets started. And let me tell you, there are interferers, but not for me. Yeah, this is a 2v1. See? Stupid Ceratosaur going over the hill? Yeah. Now, I hate interferers, but this time, I don't know what happened, but I was feeling pretty confident. So, you can see, I'm trying to bait an attack, then jumping up, and then cruel swipe. And then immediately pouncing off before he can react and buck me off. Once I need more stamina, I pop my call. This is where the call comes into use, because it replenishes your stamina and it can make it easier for you to soak damage. I use that specifically to have more stamina to pounce and to be able to make it so I can kill the Ceratosaur easier. There, the Karkar's got a big hit on his leg, or body, and then it's kind of just waiting from now on, so it's a bit boring. You should watch this in a bit higher speed. So as you can see, I keep on baiting out attacks, and then pouncing, and then using cruel swipe, and then pouncing back off. It's an amazing strategy, and you definitely should use it. There's the end of the fight if you want, because this is pretty lengthy. We just have 2 more minutes though, if you're not skipping. My viewer retention is probably gonna go into the drain with this one, but I don't care. Yeah, I make a stupid mistake and do that. But now I can tell, because he's going to be much more confident in his stomp abilities, so I can easily bait it out. So in a way, it's a happy accident. I don't know, I'm Bob Ross. Does that again. I missed the pounce. And then the Ceratosaur comes back. I'm faster than him, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to avoid him in this fight. He doesn't do much, so the interference isn't that bad. But I know I can definitely just cruel swipe him and kill him now, so I still have to be very careful, because one hit, I'm done. And the Ceratosaur is so terrible. Get another hit off, and apparently he's still going, which I do not know how Karkars are this tanky. What in the world? So anyway, he'll be dead soon. But he's starting to juke me out, so you know. I gotta go get this ready. And apparently the Ceratosaur now wants me to not get the kill no matter what, so he's gonna go kill the Karkar himself. I'm not letting that happen, so I'm just gonna go in. But I can tell that he might be trying to bait me into attacking the Karkar. So he'll die. Well, I'll die. Sorry. Just letting you guys know that if these things sound incomplete and there's a bunch of stuttering and stuff like that, it's because I really don't have time in my life to write a script, and I want to push out some content for you guys, so I'm doing this on my first attempt with no transcript. That's why. So anyway, the Ceratosaur is going to go after me, but I can pop my buff call again, and then I can gain some stamina in order to run away. See, this is a good strategy when you're low HP, which I'll cover later. So it's really good to do that. This can also work for pouncing, which my strategy does involve. A lot of people think it's risky, but it is, and it's worth the reward. So here's a normal Rex. I don't know why I missed the first hit, just pretend that ever happened. And now there's the Rex. So this isn't solo, this is me and another Achillo, just to show how powerful two Achillos are. We're just incredibly powerful. So we're able to easily destroy him, even when he's doing the wall tactics, which I always hate. And then he traps me in. That's fine, because yeah. And then he dies like an arc ragdoll. So here's against a Kentro with low HP. See, scabbing blood is what I used right now, just because I wanted to test it out. Don't use it. It sucks. So you try and bait out a few of these. I know a lot of people struggle with killing Kentro, so that's why I'm doing this. If for some reason the Kentro doesn't run, like what he's doing now, you do that. See, this was a draw, but I was only on half HP, so I managed to kill him. I did bleed out. Alright, here we have an up-head view and a low view, whatever you call it. This is a group of us against a Spinosaur, just to show you how easily we shred it. At top is their health box. I tried to sync it up as best as possible. I spent an entire day trying to get it synced up. So, for some reason, the people I'm playing with aren't the best. Even though one of them's my friend, but it's fine, right? So, the Spinosaur, it's getting low, as you can see, really fast. One dies, and we're all pretty low, so it could be anyone's game. Until the Rex Interfere joins in. Makes things a lot harder for us, but of course, like every Rex player, has 2 IQ. And both brain cells he has tell him to do something else. Anyway, 2 best subspecies. So we got the first one, which is alright. I mean, it's not great. I see a lot of people use this. This is not good for the build that I was using in the fights, but it is very good if you want to use your bleed subspecies. It's pretty good, honestly. But for this, it's okay. So for this one, the one we're using, this is incredible because it's the best, honestly. 50 plus acceleration allows you to go much faster, and it's just amazing when you want to move. So the next subspecies we have is this one, health regen. Why would you think that I would make this good? It is terrible. It is regen health faster. How does that help you in combat? Helps you out of combat to heal, but it's not combat. So, it's gonna be thumbs down. Anyway, next segment. How to survive lethal encounters. So what you gotta do in lethal encounters is, pretty much just do this. Yeah, but if you can't run and you're out of stamina, use what I said, use the buff call. It'll give you some good stamina and you can manage to leave easier. sometimes it will be hard to get away even with that stamina reserves, but you always gotta keep some stamina good for when you're in a fight. If you're up against like mixed packers with raptors and stuff, then I don't know what to tell you. Just try and run away and dodge the raptors. It's really not that easy to survive as achillo against some smaller raptors and stuff. But achillo is usually avoided by raptors, but if you do get targeted by one or attacked, then just use your buff call and run away if you're in a position you can't fight him. It's honestly kinda easy, but it's not that easy. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. God, I'm sleep deprived. Whatever. So, yeah, sorry for the repeat footage, but I really have none of achillo. Like, I used all of it in the video. Whatever, I hope you can understand. Anyway, next segment, the best builds. So, achillo has multiple builds, and I'll be sharing 3 of them with you. Please don't mind the blurred camera footage, but anyways, so here are the builds, pause them if you need. This build is made for what I'm doing, apex killing. You pounce, you use your little claw swipe, and everything's good, everyone dies. The end. This is for raptors. I don't really think you should use this, but I'll cover it later. So, yeah, if you want to fight it, the sense of the ability is good. So here is for mid-tiers. With tail, I'm changing it because you're not going to be using it a lot, but you should still use it. Like, claws a lot. And anyway, other achillo baiters or other raptors. So this is up to you, but I'm 90% sure that if you want to fight other raptors, or not other raptors, if you want to fight with other raptors, that should only be for like mid-tiers and not for apexes. So it depends on what you're going for. If you're going for apexes, group with other achillos. It doesn't matter if all the abilities you have are cancelled. You gotta go with other achillos. I mean, you saw in the video, Cruel Swipe is decimating. And nobody really plays with other raptors as achillo. It's really not that great, but it can be alright in some cases. But anyway, I think we've been here for long enough. Roll the outro.